guys, welcome back to She's in Her Apron. I am Kimmy. I'm not in an apron right now, but I posted on Instagram a question and answer. I do a question and answer video, and you guys came up with some good questions. So let's answer them, shall we? I got them on my phone. I'm pulling up Instagram. Let's hit this. From Emma Sue Pooter. Love you. If you could have any magic power, what would it be? Okay, I know this. Okay, my magic power would be invisibility. Janine 1685 asks, if you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be? Well, I don't know. I haven't been all over the world. I don't know, but I know I want to experience Ireland and Italy. I want to go to Italy and find my family. We have lots of family over there, and I don't know who they are, and I would love to get to know them. Same as Ireland. I would love to go to Ireland. One day, that's a dream of Derek and I, were to do one trip of hitting Ireland and Italy, and that is a dream, and oh. Heidi Streeter says, how do you stay so motivated? Do you ever have days you just don't want to do anything? Well, how do I stay so motivated? You're very kind. It's YouTube. I am so thankful for YouTube in my life because it's kept me motivated to get things done and filming my progress. And so, yeah. It's YouTube. Keeps me motivated. And there's things that I want to do with my family and have more time with my family and trying to get organized and things that really helps. So I don't do things in my home for other people. As you guys know, I'm different than most people you watch on YouTube. You know, I show cleaning, I show organizing, but I'm different because my brain is different. We're all different. So I don't show things and do things in my home for other people to see them so they think, oh, Kimmy's got it all together. No, I do things for me and my brain and my happiness and my family's happiness. So I keep myself motivated, just seeing what I could do and really know my abilities. You know, I used to think I couldn't do a lot of things, and just trying new things here and there, I'm like, oh wow, I can do that. And so I don't know, YouTube keeps me motivated. And I have days where I don't want to do anything and I don't do anything. I'll just hang out in my jams and my jammies and my hoodies, and I will just sit and cuddle and with Shaylee and the kids and just play and do nothing and watch Netflix. And it's okay. And I just think that women, we need to give ourselves a break because it's okay. We go, go, go. You can have a day where you do absolutely nothing and it's gonna be okay. The walls aren't gonna tumble down around you. It's gonna be fine. So feel free to take a day off and be happy about it. From Letsia Munoz, I probably butchered that, I'm so sorry. Said, have you ever been able to accomplish something that you felt was impossible? Yes. That would be when we conceived Boston. And then when we conceived Shaylee. Callie and Jonah are 4 years apart, and Jonah's adopted. And during that time, from when we started trying after we had Callie when she was 2 until Boston was born, we never stopped trying to have a baby. And so we got pregnant with Boston with fertility drugs. And it was our last treatment. I really didn't think that was going to happen, you guys. I really didn't. And so, you know, we set out to try to bring our babies here, and we accomplished it. You know, hug you. You're so cute. But the biggest accomplishment is just naturally having her. It was the weirdest thing. And so my biggest accomplishment is getting my kids here. And so it's not, you know, a YouTube goal. It's seriously having my babies here. I feel like yeah, it's amazing. That's my biggest accomplishment. Okay, simply.living.mom asks, where is your favorite place to buy aprons? I see aprons all over the place. I see them at Walmart. I see them at like the Red Barn. I see them at Neater's. Everywhere I go, any little shop, I see aprons. And I just go and look at them. Whatever strikes me, I'll grab. But the price, I will not pay more than $30, $35 for an apron. they can be expensive. I saw a gorgeous apron for 40 bucks. I'm like, no, I'm not buying it. And I'll go look on Amazon for aprons, overstock.com. Yeah, but Walmart, they have aprons and they're like 8 bucks. And I like Flirty Aprons. I like their aprons as well. And I love it when they post like a get one half off or 75% off or 25% off sale all the time. So go to flirtyaprons.com and you'll see that there. Yeah, but I have a price point on an apron. If it's like $30, $35, is it different than most? Is it unique? How is it made? A lot. Because I use my aprons. I wipe my hands on them. So yeah, I use my aprons. So let's see, AFARC5 says, you have such a deep faith. Were you raised Mormon, and did you always have such a devotion, or did you come to it later in life? I was raised Mormon. My parents are converts to the church, and they joined when I was 1. And I grew up believing in the church and things, and then my teenage years, you know, you go through things, you rebel, you do whatever. You live life, you figure out who you are. When I was 18, I had to have my own conversion. I just really thought, like, where do I want to go in life? Who do I want for a husband? What will make me happy? And I did a lot of praying. I did a lot of reading of the scriptures. And I had, it didn't matter what my parents said. You know, of course they wanted me to continue with the Mormon faith and things. But I had to find it for myself. And so I did a lot of soul searching and praying. I read the Book of Mormon. I read the Bible. I prayed about it after I read them, especially after I read the Book of Mormon. And I got a confirmation that this was true. And I had to get my own conversion. And so with my kids, yes, we're raising them Mormon, but I want them to get their own conversion. And so there's going to be a time in their life where they're going to have to, really know for themselves. And so I went through my own conversion, and yeah, and I love belonging to the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. I love the gospel, and I love sharing it. And so, yeah, that's my little story. Robinal Bay Addy, I hope I'm saying that right, asks, what is the biggest lesson you learned in getting control of your household's daily grind, and how did you learn it? Okay, I learned about how to deal with the household schedules, morning routines, night routines, all those things from the Fly Lady. I found the Fly Lady when I was going through postpartum when I had Boston, so in 2007. So I just went on the internet just searching. I don't even know, it just popped up, and I know it wasn't a coincidence. And I started doing her routines and really following it, and it helped me so much. It pulled me out of my postpartum. It just helped me focus on one thing at a time, and I've never looked back since. I use the Fly Lady system. Do I do it perfectly every day, week, month? No, I don't. But man, if I'm stuck and I've done nothing the whole day, especially if I had an anxiety attack and let's say I feel better by the afternoon, I hit my morning routine. Just start with your morning routine and work your way. And so I'm thankful for the Fly Lady and her team over there, and it just got the ball rolling. And then I started looking into YouTube and found Cass from Organized Clutterbug, and I fell in love with her. Oh my gosh. She is amazing. One day I will meet her and I will give her the biggest squeeze because she helped me as well. In fact, she's one of the people that inspired me to do YouTube. And so just learning and just learning and doing and implementing and finding what works for me, what works for the family, what works for my brain. We're all different. We're all programmed different. We all think differently. So you are not going to be like anybody else. I'm not like anybody else because we're different. And so, but yeah, I just learn. I just watching and I'll try it. And if it doesn't work, or I'll tweak. Oh, I almost dropped my phone in the sink. Or I'll just tweak something to fit me. Nichelle YP says, did you and your husband ever go through a rocky period? If so, how did you get to where you are now? Yeah, we've gone through patches. Nothing that we ever oh, we need to separate, we need a divorce. We've never gotten there, but we've had rocky patches. You know, the beginning of our marriage, we're two different people, you know, coming together, and we had to figure out that, and then years go by and new things happen in your life. You got to figure out that, you know, last year things happened. We had to figure out that, and a lot of it is talking. And I'm a talker. I'm like, I got a beef. We got to talk about it, you know, like, let's go. And he holds it all in. So he's learned to having to communicate. But my biggest thing that I know my faults. I'm fully aware of my faults. You don't need to tell me my faults, because I know it. I will admit it. I'd be like, yeah, you're absolutely right. I am that way. But I know that sometimes I can be not such a good listener, and so I'm really trying, when he is talking to me, I try really hard to really listen to what he's saying and not be offended if it's something that I'm doing wrong. Like, we need to change. It's hard, and so I've had to look myself in the mirror plenty of times and say, okay, we need to work on this and this. And so, but one thing, you know, just doing something for the other person, you know, do something for your wife, do something for your husband, do something that makes them feel number one. Because as women, and for men, I mean, but I'm talking to this at a woman's perspective, that we put so much on our plate, and we are so focused on our kids, and we're focused on our career, we're focused on what we're doing, that sometimes he could be sitting over there like, hi, even though he's not going to say that or be like, hi. We need to put a lot of our love and attention into him as well. And he has needs just like we have needs. And so I am just trying to love him like I want him to love me. And like I've said to him like a million times, like, why are you still here? I say that to him all the time. Why are you still here with me? And just love them. Love, love, love. But if you're going through a patch, the biggest thing that has helped is to pray for the other person. Pray for that person. Even if you're mad and you know you were right, you get on your knees and you pray for your spouse. And things will come to you. Things will come to your mind, what to say, what to do. And put that other person first before your needs, and it will make a big difference. Sammy Weave asks, have you ever struggled with your faith? I find myself struggling due to life circumstances and would like to know what you've gotten through it. Yeah, I've gone through times where I have struggled with my faith. I think it's normal. I think it's a growing period. I think it's a good lesson to go, what am I supposed to learn right now? What am I supposed to learn? And I went through kind of like a fog phase like a year ago, and I was like just drifting. I was done with being the Young Women's president, and just like I was struggling like big time. Not because I wasn't, I'm not in Young Women's anymore, boo-hoo. It was like, I don't know, it's like I had to find who I was again without them. I was with them for 5.5 years, and who am I? Like, okay, now I have Norix in my life. Now I have YouTube in my life, and I have my family, and trying to balance it all. And I just felt like there was like a door had opened for the adversary just to come in and just beat me down. And it was those little things that I learned as a child growing up: prayer, scriptures, going to church, things like that have helped me find my faith again and get back up. It is so normal to lose your faith and then to get back up, and it's for a reason. It's for us to grow. We can't just stay at one state. We need to keep growing. We need to progress in who we are and become better people. And so it's normal to go through phases where we feel like we're losing our faith, but there's a lesson in there. There is, and sometimes we don't see it till after. But you keep on your knees, you keep praying, saying, help me. Today, I pray every day, I need your help today. I need your help today. And a lot of the time, it's me doing something for somebody else and not think about my crap and my issues and my problems and what I'm lacking, and focus on somebody else for part of the day, and it's amazing. It's amazing. And the blessings that come from it as well. But it is normal to feel that way. It's normal to feel like you're losing your faith. It's a growing process. What can I learn from this? What am I going through? How is this going to build me up? What can I do to help me get through it? And stay close to the things that you know, your rocks that anchor you. What anchors me is my family, my testimony of the gospel, my Savior Jesus Christ, going to the temple, doing charity, doing something, service for my fellow man. Those are my anchors. If I can keep my anchor with me and remember what's holding me to my faith, then when I'm going through those rough patches, I can lean on that. I can lean on those things. I can lean on my family. I can lean on my testimony. Because I know my testimony. But there's times where you feel like, is it there? Is it, you know, do I really believe in that? Yeah, you do. Who's questioning you? The adversary. And yeah, was that too mushy for you? But I really felt I needed to say that. Spencer and Carrie asks, if you feel comfortable discussing it, I would love to hear how you handle discipline issues with your children. Okay, a lot of people have asked this question before, how we discipline our children. It's we discipline the same as all of them, but some of them we have to be, you go off your kid's personality, okay? With one of our children, it is very like, it's a manipulation game and we gotta win it all the time, okay? And there's no backing down. I don't give in, and we've been taught don't give in. We have seen a great family therapist that has helped us with one of our children, and we have just taken that and adapted it with all of our other children. Is we give warnings, and then if they continue not to listen, it's always in their court. Like, you're choosing. Like, we always throw it like, no, if you continue this, you know, like, it's hard to explain, but basically the ball's always in their court. So I'll be like, it's your decision. Either you want to do this or you want to do this. It's your decision. And if they cross the line and then they get the consequence, that was your decision. You chose this consequence. And so, and it's exhausting, and that's where my anxiety started from, was, well, going through this discipline process and with our children, and we had to be on the same page. And when one of our children, it's been a rocky road, but so much better. Guys, give your children consequences to their actions. Follow through. And it's so hard when you just want to give up and throw your hands up and like, fine, because it's just too much. You guys, they will love and continue to love and respect you if you show them the way and have them learn consequences to their actions. They need that. They need, because they're going to go out in the world after they're here with you, and they need to know that, man, I don't, mommy, daddy can't hover over me and do everything for me and bail me out of situations. Like, wow, you know, like, I don't know. I'm a really strict parent, and Derek is too, but our personalities are different. So he could come off a little softer. I can come off a little harder. But I'm working on my tone. So you could be strict, but you don't have to be yelling. You could be like, and that's what's hard, is me learning to stay at a level that. Good job. Yes, I'm coming. I'm coming. So I have to stay and maintain here and be a hard disciplinary without raising my voice. And that's hard for me, but I'm learning. So we do timeouts. We give consequences to their actions. We say, okay. And sometimes we have them pick their consequence. That's a good one. Hey, thanks for joining me today, you guys. I appreciate you guys as always. Thank you for joining me. I love answering your questions. Yeah, of course, always leave your thoughts down below. And yeah. All right, ladies, you're doing awesome. You're doing awesome. Get in your aprons. Do something amazing for the people that you love, and we will see you later. Bye.